Lights are now out on the back straightaway. Green flag's out and we're underway. 112 of Calvin Harper out to the early lead out as they come in turn 1 and 2. Looks like the 74 of Jeff Bowser is going to work his way up to second, battling it out for third with Anthony Otkins and Jay Simon. Yeah, who's going to fall in their place. Looks like Jay Simon's going to fall back 3 spots. And the 98, Peter Delvin's going to take over the spot of fifth. Still your leader, the 112 of Calvin Harper. In second place is going to be Jeff Bowser in the 74 machine. Anthony Otkins still sitting in third spot. Now Peter Delvin challenging him. Trying to get past him. Getting a little sideways. Anthony Otkins going to push into the wall. He's going to be at the line. Give it to Anthony Otkins for third position. Peter Delvin now on the back over Anthony Otkins. Go to the outside. Contact. He's going to open up a gap between Anthony Otkins and Peter Delvin. Peter Delvin drives it deep into turn 3 and 4. Trying to close the gap. Anthony pushes. It's still Anthony Otkins for the third position. Looks like we got trouble in turn 3 and 4. The 18 and the 14. Looks like everything's going to get fired up and going. Still your leader, the 112 of Calvin Harper. Now opening up a pretty wide gap between him and 74 of Jeff Bowser. Still a great battle for third. Peter Delvin and Anthony Otkins. Now Anthony Otkins pushing Peter Delvin down to the bottom. Still not going to be able to make it happen. Cross flag, we're halfway there. 4 down, 4 to go. Now Peter Delvin looking to the inside of Anthony Otkins for third, knocking up the pass. Coming to turn 3 and 4. Anthony Otkins still sitting there. Peter Delvin gets super sideways on the high side, goes down low. Who's going to be at the line? Give it to Peter Delvin for third position at the line. Peter Delvin now opening a gap between Anthony Otkins. The fourth and last lap, there's going to be a white flag. Still your leader, the 112 of Calvin Harper. Now lap traffic getting caught up from the second place car. Jeff Bowser, they're getting caught up with the lap car. As they come out of turn 3 and 4. Last lap, I guess. Still your leader, the 112 of Calvin Harper. Second place, number 74 of Jeff Bowser. Third is Peter Delvin in the 98 machine. Gets super sideways in turn 1 and 2. Straightens back up. Anthony Otkins still sitting in fourth position. As they come out of turn 3 and 4, give it to the 112 of Calvin Harper. Taking the white flag. A little bit of confusion from our flag man. Still your leader, the 112 Calvin Harper. Second is the 74 of Jeff Bowser. Third, Peter Delvin. Fourth, Anthony Otkins. The 112 of Calvin Harper takes the heat race win in the IMC Stock Car. Second is going to be the 74 of Jeff Bowser. Third is going to be Peter Delvin in the 98. Fourth, Anthony Otkins in the 489 machine. Green flag. Joe Spillman in the 44 machine out. Early lead. I think there's going to be a caution. Yeah, caution. It's going to come out. Green flag's out. We're underway. Joe Spillman out to an early lead in turn 1 and 2. Second is the 48 of Dwayne Toyin. AJ Dancer getting on his left rear quarter panel. In turn 3 and 4, Joe Spillman now putting a gap between them. Pushed up to the high side of the racetrack as they exit turn 1 and 2. Dwayne Toyin still holding off the second spot. But AJ Dancer now on his back bumper. Trying to get around him, not going to work for him. Charles Cosper still sitting in 4th. Bill Segman, 5th. Joe O'Brien, 6th. Joe Spilton pushed up to the high side. Dwayne gets a little sideways. AJ Denson out of the bottom for 2nd. Not going to make it work. Dwayne still going to hold on for 2nd. AJ Dancer 3rd. Oh, AJ Dancer scrapes the wall a little bit on the high side to turn 1 and 2. Rooster tails it out of there as Charles Cosper pulls a slide job on him. Down the back straightaway. Oh, Dwayne Twin gets super sideways, shoots it down low. It works for him. He still holds it. Charles Cosper now still sitting in 3rd place. 4th place is going to be AJ Dancer. Now trying to get by Charles Cosper. Super sideways at a turn 1 and 2. Keeps it going straight. Still your leader, Joe Spillman in the 44 machine. Dwayne Twin still 2nd. Charles Cosper 3rd. AJ Dancer 5th. Bill 6th. 5th. And Joe O'Brien 6th. Everybody just kind of staying where they were. The good battle for 3rd is the 33C of Charles Cosper and the 52 of AJ Dancer. And Foreman still gets sideways again. When that turn is down, must be wet down there. Now AJ Dancer on the inside of Charles Cosper doesn't happen. There's too much wheel spin out of the turn 1 and 2. Just doesn't work for him. Your leader Joe Spillman, Dwayne Toyman, trying to track him down. Good battle for 1st and 2nd. AJ Dancer out of the inside of Charles Cosper at a turn 1 and 2. Down the back straight, it's going to be a drag race. AJ Dancer gets a little sideways, loses him. White flags it out. 1 more left to go with Joe Spillman still your leader into turn 1 and 2. Puts it in the middle, hammer down, keeps it going down the right straightaway. AJ Dancer now to the inside of Charles Cosper for 3rd. Drag race, give it to Charles Cosper. Coming to 3 and 4. AJ Dancer stays right behind him. Joe Spillman, still your leader, Dwayne Twin, right behind him in that 2nd spot in the 48 machine. Charles Cosper holds off AJ Dancer for 3rd. AJ Dancer now goes to the inside. Charles Cosper at turn 3 and 4. Not working for him. Heat race number 2 winner is going to be the 44 of Joe Spillman. 2nd is going to be the 48 of Dwayne Toyin. 3rd is the 33C of Charles Cosper. 4th is the 4. Green. Alexa out to an early lead as they come into turn 1 and 2. David Shedd falling back 1, 2, 3 spots. Now, a hard contact between Alexa Shedd and the 82. She's going to spin around and get it going again. Spins it out again. Your new leader is the 82. No, the 8 of Larry Underwood, with Wesley Warren in the 75 machine right behind him, and the 57 and 3rd of Sean Burnett. The 82 stereo leaders, the 75 of Wesley Warren, tracking down on his back bumper out of turn 3 and 4. Oh, gets super sideways. He's going to be line to the 8 of Larry Underwood. He's going to keep it going as they come to turn 1 and 2. Wesley Warren still, car pushes, upsets it. Stays in 2nd. Drag race down the back straightaway between Wesley Warren and Larry Underwood. Wesley Warren now dives it down deep in turn 3 and 4, trying to pass it. Not going to make it happen. He's going to stay on his back bumper down the front straightaway out of turn 3 and 4. Still your leader, Larry Underwood. 2nd, Wesley Warren. 3rd, Sean Burnett. And 4th, it's going to be the 44 of Damon Snyder. Wesley Warren now to the inside of the 8 of Larry Underwood down the back straightaway in turn 3 and 4. Wesley Warren falls back behind him, dives it down deep again. Hits a bumper and hits the brake seat from hitting him. Out of turn 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Still your leader, Larry Underwood. 4 laps down, 4 to go. Wesley Warren goes to the inside of Larry Underwood into turn 1 and 2. Drag race down the back straightaway. The 8 of Larry Underwood still holds Wesley Warren off down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Larry Underwood still going to keep the lead. Wesley Warren right behind him on his back bumper and the inside of turn 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Who's going to be at the line? Give it to Larry Underwood. Still holding third position, big 7 of Sean Burnett. Now Wesley Warren back to the inside of the 8 of Larry Underwood out of turn 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Drag race side by side. Larry Underwood still pulls him down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 and 4, Wesley Warren goes down deep, trying to get by him, working everything that motor has got. Down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go for your leader in the 8 machine of Larry Underwood. Goes on the high side of turn 1 and 2. Wesley Warren dives down low down the back straightaway. Still the 8 pulls on him. No amount of motor for that number 8. 75 of Wesley Warren dives back down in turn 3 and 4. Gets a little loose. Who's going to be at the line? Wesley Warren to the inside. 8 of Larry Underwood out on the outside. White flags out for Larry Underwood. 1 more lap to go as they come into turn 1 and 2. Larry Underwood to the outside. Wesley Warren to the inside in the 75 machine down the back straightaway. Wesley Warren gets a little loose. Here comes Larry Underwood. Now back to the lead. Larry Underwood still leading. Wesley Warren goes to the inside of Larry Underwood. Here comes Sean Burnett for second. Not going to work for him. Who's going to be at the line for the win in heat race number 1? Give it to Larry Underwood. Second. First place, Larry Underwood in the 8 machine. Second's going to be the 75 of Wesley Warren. Third's the 57 of Sean Burnett. Lights are out. Green flag's out and we're underway. The 77 goes out to an early lead in turn 1 and 2. The 29 on the back bumper of him goes to the inside in turn 1 and 2. Side by side down the back straight of the 77 and the 29 battling it out. Holding up third is the 13 of Keith White in turn 3 and 4. The 29 is going to hold on to second. 77 is going to hold on to first into turn 3 and 4. Still your battle for third. It's going to be Keith White and 13 in the X. Still your leader, the 77. Oh! Second place is going to be around the 29. 1, 2, 3 cars around to turn 1 and 2. That's going to bring out a caution. Caution flag is out. For them first time to be here at Bowl Speedway this year. Green flag's out and we're underway. 77 still your leader into turn 1 and 2. The 13 of Keith White wanting to take that lead away from Keith White now to the outside in turn 1 and 2. The 29 and the 22 battling it out for third side by side down the back straight. The 29 is going to pull away from him as they come into turn 3 and 4. Still your leader, the 77 of Mason Ball. Second place is going to be the 13 of Keith White. Oh, the X-Car goes up to the wall. Keeps it running, keeps it going straight down the front straightaway. Still your leader, the 77 of Mason Ball. Second place is going to be the 13 of Keith White. Third is going to be the 29 as they come into turn 3 and 4. Cars are flying by. Like I said earlier, these cars are equipped with 1100cc Kawasaki motorcycle engines. So no bug. 77 still your leader, putting a pretty good gap between him and the 13 of Keith White, just kind of staying the same distance. Everybody's just kind of staying where they started. Nothing really changing. This time by 5 laps completed. 3 more to go. At the line. For your leader, the 77 of Mason Ball. Still your leader, the 77, the 13, Keith White, trying to track him down the back front straightaway into turn 1 and 2. Keith White trying to get by him on the bottom. 77 still your leader, the 13, Keith White, trying down the back straightaway, lifting the left front about a foot off the ground into turn 3 and 4. Keith White dives it down low. 77 catching him, pushes up to the wall, keeps it straight. White flags out. 77 still your leader, the 13, Keith White, trying to track him down. Not working for him. Down the back straightaway, still your leader, the 77 of Mason Ball. Give it up for your heat race number 1 winner in the Golf Coast Mountain Bikes, the 77 of Mason Ball. Second place is going to be the 13 of Keith White. Third is going to be the 22 of Mike Kristen's. Fourth is going to be the 84, or the number 1. Green flag's out and we're underway in the second heat of Gulf Coast Mod Lights. 15's going to lead him down into turn 1 and 2. With the 70 on his back bumper, here comes the 3 to the inside of 70, not going to work for him. 70 still going to hold on to the second. 15's going to be your leader. Good battle for third between the 55 and the 24. As they come into turn 3 and 4, the 3 goes to the inside of the 70, not going to work for him. Slides up to the high side of turn 3 and 4. Stay your leader to 15 seconds. The 77, the 24 is trying to change it, go to the inside. Not going to work for him. Slides up to the high side. 70 still second. 15 putting a pretty good gap on him. Everybody's just kind of staying where they are right now. The 24 still trying to catch the 70. The second not going to work for him. 15 still your leader with a fairly big drag. Looks like the double Z is going to be around in turn 3 and 4. Up next to the wall. Keeps it going. Gets it back straight again. Now a battle for 5th spot. The 3 and the 24. The 24 gets past the 3. Goes to the inside of the 55. Not going to work for him. Has to go on break. 13 the 3 goes to the inside. Side by side down the front straight. Gives it to the 24 at the line. 24 goes to the inside. Outside of turn 1 and 2. 3 goes to the inside of him. Not going to work for him. Gives it to 24 down the back straightaway. Still your leader. The 15. Put a fairly good gap between the 70 and the 89. 24 now trying to track the 89 down for the 4th spot. Not going to work for him now. He's got trouble for the 5th spot. The 3 car trying to get next to him. A little bit of bumping and grinding down the back straightaway. Oh, contact, hard contact in turn 1 and 2, or 3 and 4. That's going to send the 24 to the wall. Keeps it going, keeps it straight again. Looks like everybody's going to keep it going straight. Still your lead to 15, seconds to 70, 30, 89, 4th to 3, 5th to 24. And 6th is a double Z. 6 laps down, 2 more to go. White flag's out for your 15, the leader. Into turn 1 and 2, keeps it on the high side, keeps it down to the floor. Now battle for third. Nope, that's a lap car. 15 leads him into turn 3 and 4 on the high side. Give it up for the 15, your second heat race of the Gulf Coast Lake Mod Lights. Winner, the 15. Second place is going to be the 70. Third is going to be the 89. Fourth is going to be the 3. Fifth is the 24. Sixth is the double Z. Leader. Green flag's out. We're underway. 4 wide down the front. Your leader, the 5R of Rusty Chambers, now into turn 1 and 2. Rusty Chambers out to an early lead. Down the back straightaway. Oh, contact between the 10D, the 43, and the 717 as they come into turn 3 and 4. Still your leader, 5R of Rusty Chambers. Oh, Don Tanner to the outside. That's going to bring out a caution flag. Into turn 3 and 4. Green flag's out and we're underway. 5R of Rusty Chambers out to an early lead. Now getting challenged up top by Vince Loudon. Vince Loudon's going to make a clean pass into turn 1 and 2. Rusty Chambers going to fall back to second. Oh, contact between David Meredith and Rusty Head. 3 wide down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. David Meredith to the high side. Rob Minute to the inside. Now, David Meredith's going to slide up top in front of Rusty Head. Rusty Head now to the inside, turn 1 and 2. For third spot, Rusty Head now pedal back on the gas down the back straightaway. Give it to Rusty Head. Rusty Head, David Meredith side by side. Rusty Head now going to take him up. Still your leader, the 6th of Vince Loudon. Second place is going to be the 5R, Rusty Head. Third is going to, of Rusty Chambers. Third place is going to be the 55 of Rusty Heads. Fourth is the 79 of David Meredith. Looks like the 43 is going to take a hard left-hand turn into the infield. Now to the inside of David Meredith. The C3 of Chris Birmingham is going to take over 4th spot into turn 3 and 4. Here comes David Meredith back to the inside of Chris Birmingham out of turn 3 and 4. Now Chris Birmingham back to the inside of him into turn 1 and 2. Oh, contact between David Meredith and GW Egbert. GW Egbert is going to be sent up to the high side. Comes back down low. Keeps it going straight. Round in turn 3 and 4. The 79 of David Meredith and the 5RX of Robbie Minton. White flag is now out for your leader, the 6 of Vince Loudon. As they come into turn 3 and 4, Vince Loudon, still your leader. Comes down the front straightaway. To take home your heat race number 1 win. The 6 of Vince Loudon. Second is going to be the 5R of Rusty Chambers. Third is the 55 of Rusty. As they come into turn 3 and 4, green flags out. Out to an early lead on the outside is going to be Cody. Round the 04 of Nathan Robbins. Will Carter and Johnny Torres going to go up high into the wall. Bring it back down low. The 04 of Nathan Robbins going to keep it going again. No caution is going to come out for your leader, the 86 of Dylan Timwell. Now JJ Jennings to the inside of Dylan at a turn 1 and 2. Third place is going to be the 43G of Gene Burnett. Behind him is going to be the 184 of Mickey Helms. Mickey Helms now to the inside of Gene Burnett. Down the front straightaway. It's going to be side by side. Give it to Mickey Helms. Into turn 1 and 2, Gene Burnett. Now on the outside, Mickey Helms to the inside. Mickey Helms going to pass him down the back straightaway. That's going to put Gene Burnett now back to 4th. Mickey Helms up to 3rd. Now JJ Jennings to the inside of Cody Tidwell. Not going to make it happen out of turn 3 and 4. For Dylan Tyndall. The 04 is going to hit the tire in turn 1 and 2. He's going to pull into the hot pit area. Still your leader, Dylan Tidwell. Second place is going to be the 26J of JJ Jennings. Now to the outside of Dylan, not going to make it happen. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4, Dylan still your leader. Now JJ Jennings to the inside, turn 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway, who's it going to be at the line? Give it to Dylan. Dylan Tyndall still leading in out of the outside in turn 1 and 2. Here comes JJ Jennings in the 26J machine into turn 3 and 4. Your new leader, JJ Jennings, in the 26J machine. Out of turn 3 and 4 at the line. 2 laps to go. JJ Jennings now leading. That's going to put Dylan Tidwell in second. Third place going to be Mickey Helms. 4th, Gene Burnett. Now challenged down low, up top. It's going to be Talon Minton. Talon Minton's going to pass Gene Burnett for 4th spot. That's going to put Gene Burnett back to 5th. White flags out for your leader, JJ Jennings. JJ Jennings leads them. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. JJ Jennings now to the outside. Comes down the front straightaway. Give it up for your second heat of IMCA Southern Sport Mods winner, JJ Jennings. Second's going to be Dylan Tidwell. Third, Mickey Helms. 4th, Talon Minton. 5th, Johnny Torres.
Turn 3 and 4. Green flag in the air. Down the backstretch, it looks like Thomas Bennett's in the lead. Almost three wide in the pack. Thomas Bennett still in your early lead with 1 lap complete, 7 to go. Trevor Egbert started dead last, already up to second place. Thomas still way out in front of Trevor Egbert. Some contact in the back of the field. Thomas Bennett still leading with 3 laps complete. 5 to go. Top 5 right now is Thomas Bennett, Trevor Egbert, Taylor Florio, Tom Grofuse, and a Gerald Henderson, excuse me. 2 to go for Thomas Bennett. We got a car spin around where he came back and going. White flags out for Thomas Bennett. Thomas is still maybe about a half a straight away. To 3 and 4 to the finish line. Thomas Bennett will win the 3rd heat of the IMCA Sport Mod. 2nd place is Trevor Egbert. 3rd is Taylor Florio. Oral Ingram is 4th. And 5th is...
And we dropped the green flag.
Joe Smithlin's out in the early lead. About 3 wide in corner 1 and 2. People way outside the wall. Joe Smithman still leading down the backstretch. Joe Smithman leads the 2nd lap. Joe Spinman almost spins out while he keeps it going. Well, he loses 2 spots from the lead.
Dwayne Grantham is leading this lap. PJ Egbert slowly trying to catch up to him. Joe Spillman dropped back 2 spots, is in 3rd.
PJ loses 2 spots because he got way up too high. Your top 5 is Dwayne Grantham, Joe Spinman, PJ Egbert, Grant Dismore, and the 29 of Jamie Campbell. 2 laps to go for Dwayne Grantham. He's still leading down the backstretch. The AG of Brad Densmore is turn around in turn 3 and 4. White flags out.
He's moving. No caution. No caution.
AG still moving. Well, out of turn 3 and 4 to the checker flag. The winner of heat number 1 of the IMCA modified is Dwayne Grantham. Second place is Joe Spillman. Third is the
707 of PJ Egbert.
fourth is Josh.
Green flag.
Big Mike McCarthy already up in the early lead. Three wide for second place. Big Mike McCarthy still in the early lead. Second is Keith White. Keith White tries to get around Big Mike McCarthy. Well, Keith White pushes up a little bit too high, but Big Mike McCarthy still in the early lead. Second place is the one of Keith White. Third is the 29W of Mark Warren. The 1B of Brandon Hood and the 13G of David Good. Who's going to lead that stripe? Still Big Mike McCarthy by about a couple seconds. Little contact for first place. Bumper to bumper for the early lead. Keith White tries to get around there. Try to get around Big Mike McCarthy. Well, still Big Mike McCarthy still in the early lead. Halfway, 4 down, 4 to go. Brandon Hood catching up to first and second. Keith White still trying to get around Big Mike McCarthy. Well, he doesn't have enough room. Side by side for first place. Keith trying to step on the gas. He's stepping on the gas, but he just can't get around Big Mike McCarthy. Keith right there with Big Mike McCarthy. 2 to go for the early leader, Big Mike McCarthy. Keith White gets side by side for the early lead for Big Mike McCarthy. Still Big Mike McCarthy still in the early lead. Keith White tries to get under him. Let's see if he can get him. Keith White just gets a little bit sideways. 1 lap to go for Big Mike McCarthy. Keith White running the bottom just a little bit too slick down there. Keith White tries to step on the gas. Brandon Hood right there beside Keith White for second place. Looks like Big Mike McCarthy will win the second heat of the IMCA modified. Second place is the one of Keith White. Third is Brandon Hood. Fourth is David Good. And fifth is Cody Leonard. Ronnie Ellis.
And they dropped the green flag. And they dropped the green flag.
A little contact in 1 and 2. Well, the 20T of Thomas Hall is in the early lead. Second is the 17 of Cody Tidwell. And third is 38 of Billy Bachmeyer. Cody Tidwell is now in the early lead, passes Thomas Hall. Cody Tidwell's now in the early lead. He's leading it down the backstretch. Second is Thomas Hall.
Cody Tidwell still your leader. Second's going to be the 20T of Thomas Hall. Third's going to be the... Who is it?
Oh,
Round in turn 1 and 2. Going to be the blank black car. That's going to put Billy Bachmeyer Jr. in the 38 machine up to third.
10E. Cody Tidwell is now leading. Second place is Thomas Hall. Third is Billy Bachmeyer Jr. Cody Tidwell now leading for now. Cody Tidwell still winning. Second place is Thomas Hall. Oh, we got a call. Nope, he's keep on going. Thomas Hall is in second. The 48 of Chris Swenson. And fourth place is Billy Bachmeyer Jr. And the 77 of Rob Lacey Jr. 5 laps complete. Coming 2 to go. To go for Cody Tidwell. Second place is the 48 of Chris Swenson. Third is the 20T of Thomas Hall. White flags out. One more lap to go for 17 of Cody Tidwell. I feel bad for you. Green flag racing. Side by side for the lead. Joe Spillman running the top. He's trying to get around. Looks like Joe Spillman's in your early lead. Who's gonna lead it at the stripe? It's Joe Spillman out in your early lead. Second is the 112 of... Oh, big contact. Cars all over the place. Peter Delavan's stuck down at the bottom of 1 and 2. Caution is out. Green flag racing, I guess, for Joe Spillman out in the early lead. Second place is AJ Dancer. Contact with AJ Dancer and Kevin Harper. Kelvin. Biggin and banging for second place. Still second place is AJ Dancer. AJ Dancer is closing in that gap for first place from Joe Spillman. Wait, 3 laps down for Joe Spillman. 12 to go. Joe Spillman still out in front. Battling out for in the middle of the pack for 8th spot. They're battling out for 8th. Joe Spillman still a little bit out in front. Joe Spillman a little bit slides up the racetrack, but he's still in your lead. 6 laps complete. Their top 5 is Joe Spillman, AJ Dancer, Kelvin Harper, 4th Jeff Bowser, and Joe O'Brien. Nine complete, 6 to go for Joe Spillman. AJ Dancer still following the line from Joe Spillman. Looks like AJ Dancer is a little bit closing the gap every lap. Oh, car slow in turn 3 and 4. It looks like a caution will come out. About to go out. Down the back stretch. 10 laps complete, 5 to go.
Green flag.
Joe Spillman still out in the lead. In the lead. Joe O'Brien, the 112, Kevin Harper. Just double fall just in the pack. Joe Spillman still on our lead. AJ Dancer right on his rear, on his bumper. 12 laps complete, 3 to go for Joe Spillman in this iStock feature. Joe Spillman still under the lead. Second is AJ Dancer. Third is the 112 of Kelvin Harper. Fourth is the 48 of Dwayne Twain, and fifth is the 14 of Joe O'Brien. White flags out. One more lap to go for Joe Spillman. Down the back stretch, we got a half a track still to go. Into turn 3 and 4, AJ Dancer try to get under Joe Spillman. Who's gonna win it?
Joe Spillman.
Second place is AJ Dancer. Third is the 112.
Green flag is underway.
Looks like the 75 Wesley Warren's out in the early lead. Three wide for second place. It looks like for second place is Sean Burnett. Out in the early lead is the 75 of Wesley Warren. Second is the 57. Oh, on the 57, his hood popped up. Well, the 50. It looks like the 57 Still racing out there with the hood. He barely could probably see out of that race car. Wesley Warren still out in the early lead. Looks like they're going to leave Sean Burnett just running like that. If his hood comes up more, he might have to get black flagged. Oh, Wesley Warren all over the place in turn 3 and 4. That will give the gap up for the 44 of Damon Snyder. Side by side for the lead is still Wesley Warren, still on your early lead to the stripe. Wesley Warren coming to 5 complete. Oh, coming to halfway. Halfway, 6 down, 6 to go for your early leader, Wesley Warren. Wesley Warren's first and second still way out in front of Sean Burnett. A half a straightaway ahead of Sean Burnett, first and second. First place is Wesley Warren. Second place is the 44 of Damon Snyder. And the 57. Oh, Wesley Warren got a little bit high. Who's going to lead it after strike? Still Wesley Warren by a little bit of a nose. Side by side for the early lead. Who's going to lead it down the backstretch? It looks like the 44 of Damon Snyder. Still side by side for the early. Wesley Warren gets a little bit up. Well, Damon Snyder takes the lead with 8 laps complete. 9 laps complete. 3 to go for your early leader, Damon Snyder. Coming to 2 to go is the 44 of Damon Snyder. Wesley Warren running the bottom. Now all the way back to here is the 09 of David Shed and the 04 Alexis Shed.
1 to go.
Oh, side by side for the early lead. Oh, Wesley Warren spins out the early lead. They got sideways, so they're going to call out the caution. Burnett. Second place is the, green flag racing for the 57 of Sean Burnett. Alexis Shed running second. Third is David Shed. And fourth is the 84 of Doug Wiggins. Out of turn 3 and 4, white flags out. 1 more lap to go for the 57 of Sean Burnett. Second is Alexis Shed. And third is David Shed. A half a track to go for Sean Burnett in that 57 machine. Out of turn 3 and 4, coming to the checker flag. The winner of the hobby stock feature is the 57 of Sean Burnett. Second place is the 04 of Alexis Shed. Third is
Green flag is underway.
side by side for the early lead. Who's going to lead it is the 15 down the backstretch of Shane Clements. Shane Clements still out in the early lead. Side by side for third place. That's Keith White in the 78 of Shane Clements still out in the early lead. Keith White still trying to get that second place. Running that bottom. It looks like Keith White gets second spot down the backstretch. Nope, the 77 gets back around him. Mason Ball still trying to try to stay with this spot. Well, Keith White will take Mason Ball's second spot. Keith White up to second spot. Still, Shane Clements still out in front of Keith White. Keith White trying to close in the gap. Keith White just running the bottom. Shane Clements still out in front with 4 laps complete. 11 to go in these mod laps. It looks like it's a battle for the first spot. Keith White closes in the gap from Shane. Side by side for the early lead for Keith White and Shane Clements, excuse me. Still side by side for the early. Who's going to lead it at the stripe? Keith White by a nose. Still side by side. Keith White leads it down the backstretch. Shane Clements drops back to second. Keith White now in your early lead with 7 laps complete. To go for Keith White in the early lead. Shane Clements right on Keith's bumper. Shane Clements gets down at the bottom. Keith White still up top. Keith White still in the early lead in these mod lots feature. Halfway. Keith White about a car ahead of Shane Clements. Keith White just trying to stay with it. Keith White still in the early lead. Shane Clements right there with Keith White. 9 laps complete. Coming to 5 to go for Keith White. Shane Clements drops back a couple of car lengths. Keith White now coming up to live traffic. Keith White laps the 22 of, that's the XX. ZZ, I mean. 11 laps complete, 4 to go for the 13 of Keith White. Shane Clements still right there with Keith White. Keith White moving off the racetrack, that's losing his piece. 3 to go for the early lead of Keith White. Caution's out. White's in your early lead.
Green flag is on its early way.
Keith White still on the early lead. Keith White drops back into second spot. Coming to 3 laps to go. Keith White drops back to second. The 15 is Shane Clements now back in the early lead. Keith White catches up. The 77 right there with Keith White. 4 cars for the early lead. 2 to go for the 15 of Shane Clements. White trying to roll in that lead. He push way up on the track. White flags out. One more lap to go for Shane Clements. Keith White right there with them. Side by side down the back stretch for the early lead. Keith White and Shane Clements. Who's going to lead it at the start? Keith White pushes up a little bit. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? Keith White wins it by a nose by Shane Clements. Keith White wins it. Shane Clements comes in second. Third, Groove Shoes. Outside of him is the 43G of
Jeremy Petty.
12th row inside is the Green Flag Racing. Out in your early lead is a lot of cars around in 1 and 2, but we're still Green Flag Racing. Caution's out.
Green flag.
In your early lead, looks like the 5R of Rusty Chambers. It looks like the 5R pushes out way too much. The 86 takes your early lead. That is okay. 3 wide for the early lead. It's still the 86, still out in front. Three-car battle for the early lead. The 86 still out in front. 3 laps complete. 17 to go. Rusty Head and Taylor Florio battling out for second spot. Three-car battle for the second spot. Still in front is the 86. The 86. Florio still in that second spot. The 6 of JJ Jennings running up to the third spot. JJ Jennings is now in the third spot. Your top 5 is the 86. Dylan Tintel, Taylor Florio, Rusty Head, JJ Jennings, and the 174 of Mickey Mounts. Slow car on the front stretch is the 04 Nathan Robinson. Rusty Head now takes sturdy lead down the back stretch. Head now in your lead. Slow car down the back stretch is the 43 of Jeremy Petty. Well, he got that car back going. Whoa, banging and banging back in the right up in the front of the pack. Thomas Bennett and G-Dub Egbert. Still on front is Rusty Head. JJ Jennings is running second. Terry Florio. And then Taylor Florio will. G-Dub takes that third spot. So Taylor Florio will take now be in fourth spot. And running fifth is the OK of Thomas Bennett. Rusty Head still out in front of JJ Jennings. Thomas Bennett trying to fight with Taylor Florio for the fourth spot. Rusty Head still out in front of JJ Jennings. Third is the 717 of G-Dub. And running fifth is the OK of Thomas Bennett. Oh, we got a car spin at the bottom of 1 and 2. That's the C3 of Chris Birmingham.
Green flag.
Thomas Bennett puts it in the second spot. Rusty Head pushes up the racetrack. Let's see if Thomas Bennett can get around. Well, Thomas Bennett can't. So Rusty Head's still out in front. Rusty Head's still out in front of G-Dub. Third place is a 78 of Trevor Egbert. But Trevor Egbert takes the second spot from G-Dub. Fourth spot is the OK of Thomas Bennett. 5 to go for your Southern Sport Mod main event. Rusty Head's still out in front. Trevor Egbert slow down the backstretch. Trevor Egbert's on the top of the racetrack. It looks like he is slow. Rusty Head's still trying to win. Rusty Head's still out in front. G-Dub side by side for the early lead. It looks like G-Dub will take the lead. 3 to go for your early leader, G-Dub. G-Dub still out in front. Second place is Rusty Head. And the OK of Thomas Bennett running third. 2 to go for G-Dub. Rusty Head right on his bumper. Side by side down the backstretch. Rusty Head pulls up the racetrack. G-Dub 1 to go for G-Dub gets to the finish or another dude. A half a track to go for G-Dub or Rusty Head. Caution's out. It's the 8C and the 184 and the OK of Thomas Bennett running third.
Green flag.
G-Dub pulls it way out in front of Rusty Head. Thomas Bennett running third. Vince Loudon pulls up in this battle. Vince Loudon running the high line, trying to pass Thomas Bennett for the third spot. White flags out. 1 more lap to go for G-Dub Egbert. Rusty Head still running second spot. Oh, Rusty Head Thomas side by side for second spot. Vince Loudon.
Checkers flag.
G-Dub wins it. Second spot is Vince Loudon. Third spot is
Green flag is on its way.
Keith White jumps out in the early lead. Oh. Keith White in your early lead. Bowing out for second spot is Joe Spillman and Big Mike McCarthy. Keith White leads the first lap of your modified feature. Where? Oh! Three wide in the back of the pack. White still on the early. Caution's out.
Green flag.
Keith White jumps out in the early lead. Big Mike McCarthy right around the bottom. Keith White still in the early down the backstretch. It's Keith White, Big Mike McCarthy. Contact for third place. Keith White jumps way out in front. He's still out in front with 5 laps complete. 15 to go. Oh, we got a car spun out and 3 and 4 cautions out. Raymond is
Checking. No, it's not. Hello. Green flag.
Keith White in your early lead. Keith White now in your early lead. Oh, contact with the 48 and the 17. The 17 is Cody Tidwell. And the 48 is... 48.
Hello. Green flag is on its way.
Keith White now in your early lead. Second spot is the 27G of Dwayne Grantham. Big Mike McCarthy trying to catch up to Wayne Grantham. Keith White still in your early lead. With 6 laps complete, 14 to go.
Keith White still in your lead.
Keith is pulling away from the 27G. PJ Egbert pulls up into the battle. PJ Egbert now in your third spot.
Dwayne Grantham is behind Keith White. Keith White still in the lead.
complete. 11 to go for Keith White in your modified feature. Oh, car slowed on the backstretch. David Goose Sr. hit the wall. Halfway. 10 laps. 10 to go. 10 down, 10 to go for the one Captain America, Keith White. Dwayne Grantham running second. PJ Egbert pulls up in the mix.
Dwayne still has the
Cautions out for Dwayne Grantham. Third spot is the 707 of PJ Egbert.
green flag.
Green flag. Keith White in your early lead. Second spot is PJ Egbert. PJ Egbert moves up to the top. Keith White still in your early lead. PJ Egbert side by side down the backstretch for the lead. PJ Egbert takes the early lead. Keith White now back into the second spot. Cautions out once again.
PJ Egbert is your leader. Green flag is underway.
Keith White now in your early lead. PJ Egbert bowing out for second spot. Keith White moves up the racetrack with Keith White still in your early lead with 10 laps complete. 10 to go for your... 9 to go, excuse me. PJ Egbert slides up in front of Keith White. Let's see if Keith White can make a slide job. Keith White will do it by a couple seconds. Keith White still in your early lead ahead of PJ Egbert. Now PJ Egbert takes the early lead down the backstretch.
Keith White is now in second.
Keith White trying to follow the line. PJ Egbert's running. Well, Keith White still in the second spot. Then 911 of Josh McGahey won last night at Harder, Texas Speedway.
In Waco.
Trying to make it double. Keith White tries to do a slide jump on Josh McGahey. Let's see
And it works.
And it works for Keith White. 14 laps down. 6 to go for your early leader, PJ Egbert. Keith White and Josh McGahey trying to fight for the second spot.
It is a battle side by side.
For second spot, like last night.
Josh McGahey has it.
Josh McGahey trying to fight with PJ Egbert. Keith White still.
Keith White is bumper to bumper.
It's in the middle. Keith White still in there in the mix. Keith White takes the second spot. PJ Egbert still in the lead with 4 to go. Keith White still trying to fight hard to get to win. Well, he still has 4 to go.
Keith White is now in second place.
Three laps to go for PJ Egbert. Second spot is Keith White. The 911 of Josh McGahey in third. Fourth is the 27G of the Wayne Grantham. And fifth is the 1B of Brandon Hood. 2 to go for PJ Egbert in the 707. Keith White pushes way up top.
1 lap to go.
A half a track to go for PJ Egbert. Now a corner.
Josh McGahey passes Keith White.
Let's see if Keith White can get second. No, he won't. PJ Egbert winning the feature. Second spot is Josh McGahey. Third is the one of Keith White. Fourth is Brandon Hood. Fifth is